Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Japan Candy Box. So the first, this is our Crunky Salted Vanilla Chocolate Bar. So this is basically a white chocolate chocolate bar with rice puffs in there and some salt. It looks like it is some sort of pink salt just from the packaging. Should be pretty good. We're also going to try. This is our Kinoko no Yama vanilla flavor. So these are kind of biscuits or cookies made to look like mushrooms with chocolate tops. In the culture guide, they're saying that these are vanilla flavored chocolate. I'm suspecting this is also white chocolate. I do think these are going to be pretty fun. I'm very curious to try both of these. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! So starting with our Crunky Salted Vanilla Chocolate Bar. Let's see here. Interesting. It's supposed to be a solid bar, and it apparently snapped like right here during shipment. But the rest of the bar is completely intact. Okay. So we have a little piece of our bar. And there's definitely, I think that salt is definitely pink. I don't know how well you can tell with my camera, but I'm seeing all these pink flecks in the bar. And then, of course, on the other side, there is just a ton of these very tiny little rice puffs, which is pretty normal with Crunky. That's their thing. So, first things first, is it waxy? Yeah, it is. It's white chocolate tends to be worse about the waxy curse than milk chocolate. Um, it's not terrible, but it is definitely there. So if you're somebody who's sensitive to that, maybe give this a pass. And I have noticed that Crunky bars do just kind of tend to be waxy. Um, the rice puffs do kind of help with it, but there would need to be a lot more to really kind of help. Flavor-wise, it's okay. I'm not sure. This is one of those where I'm not a fan of these kinds of salted chocolate bars. Like, I just got a huge burst of salt at the end of that. So I just have a lot of salt in my mouth right now. It's just that's lingering. Um, so in general, these tend not to be my favorite. It's not bad, um, but I think we've had a few treats that maybe did it better. Um, if you're curious about it, again, it's not terrible. It is definitely waxy. But if you're okay with that, it might be worth it to you. I personally think we've gotten other things that I personally would rather eat. So moving on to our Kinoko no Yama vanilla flavor. Okay. I love when they do packages like this. Apparently it's their 50th anniversary, or so it says. Something is having a 50th anniversary. I'm assuming it's them. Okay. And then usually, this is part of my, so opens like this, and it's actually got a way to rehook closed. But usually they have a way to open it so that this becomes just sort of like a bowl that you can eat everything out of. Oh yeah. It's one of those things about their snack package design that I really kind of appreciate. And you can just see, really nice, really easy to just kind of close up. Oh. Assuming I can get it to catch. And then when you want to open, just really nice, really helpful, really convenient. I am a fan. So here we have our little mushroom guy. It's got a bit of vanilla scent to it. It is a little waxy to the touch. So first question, as always, is it waxy? Yes, it is. Fairly waxy. The biscuit has a really nice kind of crunch to it. Flavor-wise, they do blend well together, but it's definitely kind of a white chocolate with a bit of vanilla in there with the biscuits. That's a bit waxy. I think it's one of those where it's more just kind of the fun of the mushroom that makes these enjoyable. I tend to prefer other treats, but they are really fun. They are really cute if you're curious about them. Like, they're not nasty. They're just kind of on the waxy side, just so you're aware going into it. Otherwise, they're perfectly fine. They're not bad. They're certainly really fun and cute and adorable. And if they are celebrating 50 years, I can see why. Gochu Sosama. So to recap, we tried our Crunky Salted Vanilla Chocolate Bar. Bit waxy. For me, it just kind of didn't work. I didn't really like the big chunks of salt in there. But if you're somebody who enjoys like salted caramels and salted chocolate, you might really enjoy it. Just be aware this is definitely waxy. We also tried our Kinoko no Yama vanilla flavor. Again, definitely waxy, but also really fun. The biscuit had a really nice crunch to it. The flavors worked pretty well together. Just be aware that the chocolate does tend to be kind of waxy. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.